on the first day of some of class, uh, um, all of you are freshmen here at Phoenix Academy. Um, and as
Again.
again in some cases. Um, and as freshmen, on the first day of school, the first thing you are asked to do is to assemble at the auditorium. Um, and okay, I'm just looking at the stream for a second because I'm trying to see if I can show streamers what the pictures of the NPCs look like. So I got to put it in the right spot. Um, but as you guys assemble as the freshman class of 2020 assembles in the auditorium, the first uh uh the lights go. You've got all sorts of people. You've got godlike entities like RK and and Alice. You've got lotto winners like Red Fox uh and Chantel, nerds, mean girls, all of it. Everyone's gathered together in assigned seats because the school wants to pretend like there aren't any cliques. Um, and the lights go dim for a second as and a uh the those of you who are sitting off to the sides of the um stage will see like fire in a pentagram shape uh in a neat circle um uh uh form, and then from in a large pool of fire, Hellbinder appears uh on stage, and she will tap on them. Obviously this is high school. Everyone is talking. No one's really paying attention. Um, and she'll say first like, "Can I please get everybody's attention?" And her voice will echo on the microphone for a little bit. Um, but most people will ignore her, continue to talk, and then without amplified, not even amplified by the microphone, her voice will change to a deep, almost masculine voice that will rumble through the auditorium and strike fear into the hearts of even the strongest of you. I said, pay attention, and everyone will shut up at that point. Um, for those of as Hellbinder did once murder, did annihilate the entire student body of Phoenix Academy back 5 years ago. And by murder, I mean down to the student. Everyone was dead. And so when she gets when she tells you to shut up, people tend to listen, especially if she gets angry. And then she'll calm down. Also, when her voice changed, she also grew. It also appeared that she grew wider and taller, uh, briefly before shrinking back down to her current form. And she will say, "Thank you, students. Uh, whether welcome freshman class of 2020 to Phoenix Academy. Uh, I am your headmaster, Hellbinder, and I want to thank you all for attending today. Whether or not you've come here by recommendations of your mentor, through our superpower through our Phoenix lottery, whether you've been assigned here by Aegis or you've enrolled of your own volition, all of you here today are going to begin the journey of a lifetime as to learn how to use your extraordinary abilities and um, um, your uh, your boundless talents to the fullest of capable to learn how to become a hero. With our goal here at Phoenix Academy being not only to teach you how to use your powers, but to use them for the greater good. 5 years ago, I did. I, as a in a different form, did um, committed a terrible evil, and to this day, I intend to atone for my sin by leading the next generation forward. And now that generation is you. So today, uh, there are no classes. Please explore the campus, introduce yourselves to your peers, and have fun. Starting tomorrow will be your first day of class, where the freshmen, where you freshmen will be assessed on your abilities, um, and so we can better customize our classes to suit your needs. Um, the cafeteria is open all day, and the faculty is around if you need anything. For now, uh, I bid you adieu. Uh, please, I wish you the best on your academic adventure. I welcome you once again, one and all, to Phoenix Academy. And she will uh, bow her head, and a plume of fire will envelop her. The lights will dim for a little bit, and she will disappear, um, leaving only uh uh her parting words. You are dismissed. And yeah, and the student body will disperse. So what is everybody doing?
So Raz
So
mentally checked out as soon as she said the cafeteria is open all day, and she was waiting for it to go. She was waiting for it to go quiet, so that way she knew she could leave and go there.
As soon as you start getting up to go there, you immediately feel Madeline's cold hand on your shoulder. It's like there's an itinerary.
I
You looked at that, right?
I yeah. Yes,
Good. I'll
that's
be
the right
making sure
answer,
we
right?
follow it very closely.
Are we allowed to be speaking right
And
now?
the first thing
everyone else is
on
speaking.
the tinfoily was cafeteria.
You're correct. There's 10 minutes to walk around. You should eat very quickly.
Yeah, I told you I read the tinfoil. All right.
What is on the schedule actually? Because they did mention
So
a bunch of testing. I imagine that's sort of up for today, isn't it?
yes, so there's no regular classes today. Today is the itinerary is simply there's a tour of Phoenix Academy. There is a faculty meet and greet. Uh, there's a luncheon, and towards the end of the day uh, is the freshman assessment test. So um yeah, the first thing on the itinerary is a tour. Um, Although it seems like a lot of the student, like, already there's a some of the students are lined up for the tour guide, but most of them just blow off the tour guide and are just going out to the court. Look like they're just going to the courtyard.
Question.
Uh-huh.
You said we're freshmen?
Yep.
So this is our first year here. Well, except for Raz. This is our first year here except for Raz.
Uh-huh.
So how do we have teachers that we hate already? Or teachers we don't like, and
Um,
all these opinions that we have of the faculty. If this is
Give
literally
it
our
a
first
week.
day. Okay.
Give it a week.
I'm just asking.
give it a
Since we just did the whole 2 hours of answering questions about the faculty that we are freshmen on our first day.
That's true. We can say you guys are sophomores then, or super sophomores, and yeah, good point. Good point. Let's say you're sophomores then.
All right, sorry. I was just having a little bit of dissonance there for a second. Like, wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait to
we'll
tour
say
the
you're a sophomore.
facility again.
Oh well, then let's skip the. Oh God, I didn't even think about that. You're right. Fuck.
Do you guys want to do the
Um,
tour again? Do you remember how fun it was last time?
Oh, you sweet sunshine child, please stop talking.
Let me think. Because I mean, a lot of things don't make sense. My whole plan now has gone to pot. Because you're right. Fuck. Uh,
That's what I'm here
well,
for. I will both
oh,
apologize and bask in my greatness.
actually, I have a better idea. Well, I'll say you guys are freshmen, but but you've been here for like a month. As sort of like a pre.
I mean, I
You
could also
know,
throw out that maybe we did that thing, that big fight we had, and then we got bumped back a year, and now we're all super freshmen. Raz,
Well, maybe we
Raz is
had
just
to.
a mega freshman now.
A month
Maybe
orientation.
we
I'm
had to
not
move in the
alone.
summer. Maybe we had to move in the summer, but then
yeah,
classes didn't start until
yeah, well,
fall.
yeah.
Exactly.
Perfect. Yeah, you guys moved. You guys did orientation over the summer in which you met the faculty. You had some initial classes, and you were able to form your opinions. And now it's
All
the
right.
fall, and now it's there. We go. So
Pothole
They use it
filled.
as like a testing period to see if you can even adapt to living in like the in this or like being in the school.
yep.
Now, is it like a live-in school situation, or is it just come from home every day?
It's a live-in school situation without.
Okay.
Well, basically, it's assumed to be a live-in situation unless you have it, uh,
A
unless you get
mansion.
permission. Unless you get permission to live outside of campus, which some students have, but otherwise it's assumed that there are dorms.
Okay.
So, but some students, especially those who have mentors, have permission to come and go as they please.
Yeah, I pictured it as like a living situation in your early years, and then as soon as you got a mentor, like you could go out and
Yep.
start being like trusted out in the
Yep.
city.
It's pretty much like almost like college, where the first years you're supposed to live there, and then once you're older, you can choose to live there, continue to live there, or move out. Again, with that, if you don't have permission, special permissions.
All right. Cool.
Like a lot of the lottery winners have blanket permission to come and go as they please, because they have families. But some of them choose to stay.
Oh, what a
All right.
burn. Some of them have families.
As
So,
Elroy's dad uses this as kind of a boarding school situation.
yep.
So I do get to
Besides,
go home every once in a while, but I stay there.
yeah, and a lot of students have to stay there because they're either on parole and they can't leave, or they have no other place to go. Um. All right. So yeah. So now the official. Well, you've already. So we'll skip the tour part because we've just established you were in orientation and you've established your opinions of the teachers. So yeah, first day of school. There is no classes though, so most students are out in the courtyard until later today when the assessment happens. Yeah. Or in the cafeteria, indulging in the free meals. Which I'm assuming that's where Raz is going.
She hungry. All the time.
All right. So we know where Raz is going. What is everyone else doing?
I'm gonna follow someone.
I would assume you'd follow Raz, wouldn't you?
Well, Raz tells me all about life, but I feel like I get often distracted.
She probably does too.
All right. So you're following Raz.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna blanketly at this point I'm gonna follow Madeline.
Okay.
I followed Raz last orientation, and that's how I learned everything.
You poor thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to wonder if Madeline like got a different orientation, so I gotta follow.
All right. So where's Madeline going then? Since we know that where you're going, Aaron will follow.
Good question. I think probably I'll just go ahead and I'll try to go and harass Nell for a little bit. I'll just go and talk about like schedule, what classes you have, which ones we have actually line up, and things like that.
All right. Paladin, what are you going to do? You basically have free run of the facility for a few hours.
Well, I guess he could go hang out with Dulce.
All right. And what about you, RK?
Where's Alice at?
Alice would probably be hanging out by herself in the cafeteria.
I guess I'm going to the cafeteria too then. Raz and
Oh.
RK are going to the cafeteria.
Oh joy.
All right, so
What could go wrong?
all right, so since lots of people are at the cafeteria, we'll start there. And already the cafeteria has started to form into clique. Like the cliques tables are starting to form. Some of the drifters have also, I've added a few. I've added a few new students. I just haven't read their bios yet. I've just been adding. If I find good pictures that I have ideas for, that I'll be adding them. Just because there's never enough. I can always add more students. So, but anyways, uh, so yeah, we'll start. So we'll start with RK just because I am curious. So you're heading to the cafeteria.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Were you specifically looking for Alice?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see Alice. She's hanging around with some of her goth friends. Uh, she tends to hang around specifically with a goth senior named Faith, who is the closest thing she has to an actual friend in the academy.
If he's a goth, should it be like Faith No More?
Yeah. So, yeah, but she's just sort of drinking a tea, and you know, look through the looking glass again for the because she seems like she's always reading one of the Lewis Carroll's books as as she'll just sort of like look up from her book as you're about floating towards her.
I'm not floating towards her, no.
Oh.
I'm
Oh.
not approaching her at all. I'm just
Oh.
keeping an eye
You were
on.
well, then she'll look up to you then as she'll just sort of say, and I can feel your gaze on me. What do you want? Your gaze is disturbing my reading.
My destiny is up here.
Okay. I mean, thrown off more by Eli's joke. Trying to figure that one out.
Right? Can't you read people's destinies and use your cosmic powers to learn things
No,
about
actually,
people?
I don't normally read people's destinies.
Hmm.
Everyone has the
Yeah,
same
so-
destiny in the end.
So
Damn, you really are the edgy one.
as she's just going, she's looking at you, and as she's sort of looking at you, you'll see like like a Cheshire cat sort of like with her eyes just sort of like also staring at you, floating above you. It's not it's a lot more. It's an illusion, but it's a very convincing illusion. And it's not the Disney Cheshire cat; it's this creepy one.
So it's the Disney one. They're all
They're
creepy.
all a little bit on that spectrum.
Any Alice in Wonderland Cheshire cat is a creepy cat.
Very true. But anyways, and so it's just sort of staring at you and talking with her voice, but she's talking from like across the room.
Right. I mean, my intent
You're
wasn't to
disturbing.
actually get like right on top of her or anything. I'm like probably
I
a table or so
yeah,
away.
I know. Yeah, I know. But but she knows you're. She somehow sensed that you're staring at her.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, keeping
So
an eye on you.
you're messing. You're disturbing my aura. What do you like? What is my presence offend? Oh, the almighty RK.
I'm making sure that things don't change.
What does change scare you?
What that it were.
Like, if anything, I'm pretty sure things changed when you were on the boardwalk. Wouldn't you say? Ye of great cosmic power.
That was going to happen anyway, whether I was there or not.
And she's just gonna say, "Fine, if my presence disturbs you so, then I shall go read outside." And she's just gonna get up and
Not
walk
the point.
away. And she's just gonna roll her eyes at you. uh, as as yeah, Chris will sort of float over from his table. He normally he even though he probably would be kind of a drifter because he's on the student council. He kind of hangs around with a lot of people. Um, he will sort of look over to you and say, uh, just because she can alter reality, kind of doesn't mean she's just going to do so willy nilly.
How would you know? I mean to say that not like, how would you know? I mean, how would you know?
Well, for one, her profile says her reality bending is minor. So I don't know how minor reality bending can be, but I'm assuming she's not Emily Schmidt or anything like that.
I'm sorry, I don't know who Emily Schmidt is.
Oh,
I did look at everybody that was on the thing before, and I don't remember Emily Schmidt.
she's not a
Sure.
student. She's a ward of the equivalent of the Justice League / Avengers of Halcyon City. If you're familiar with, she's basically the equivalent of like Franklin Richards.
Right.
So
Like, I just must not have seen her thing before.
Yep. So, yep,
Okay.
that yes. But you would in character you would know who she is at least by if you read the papers at all.
Well, I mean, in character, I would know who she is if I just thought about thinking about who she is. But
That too.
I meant more so.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, going back to in character. As beings of this reality, any reality warping would change what we know about reality. The only way to know something has changed is to watch her do it.
Well, I guess so. But alright, does that just mean you're going to stalk her?
I have free time.
Oh, that's so creepy.
He's just
Stalking is
going to stalk.
bad. I say as
He
I
didn't
follow
even deny
Madeline.
it either. He's just like, I got time.
Well, I mean, there's no scheduled class for the day or anything. I'm not supposed to be anywhere, so
May as well stalk
She's
some chick.
as that's all happening, Rez, I'm assuming you're getting some food.
Oh yeah, by the time that conversation's done, she's got like some big can of like sparkling juice and like a honey bun between each of her like main fingers. And she's going down. She's going
Alright.
to town.
Alright, where do you you're drifter kinda. Where do you sit?
I don't think she does sit. I think she's just like walking from table to table, just like giving little highs and hellos to people that she had classes
Oh.
with the prior year.
You gonna eat that?
She's just as you're walking, you'll hear a very beautiful but also very annoying voice that you remember from uh orientation at least, saying, wide load coming through. Everyone, watch your fingers, and then it'll be Chelsea Star. She'll just like uh as like some of the other mean girls will laugh. The only one who really doesn't laugh is Jennifer, who just sort of
I think
looked away.
nope, no, she can't ignore this. Nope. So hearing that, I think she's going to shoot them a really like angry look and she's like tossing this coin in her head. She's like, "No,
Uh,
okay, no. If you really want to start a fight in the first hour of school, I would be more than happy to go. Let's go. You think you can
as,
fight me? Do you think you can fight me?"
as she's just as she says that Angel will come up. Angel and another one character who Zoe will say, "No, uh, uh, Raz, stop. Uh, it's not worth it." As Zoe comes up, it's like I guess the blimp and the sheep we get along. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. The calorie. What are you guys? The calorie club?
Raz punches her in the
Eh,
face. Nope, nope.
uh,
It's one thing
nope.
to make fun of her, but then you make fun of someone else. That's it.
Uh, as Angel's like, no, no, you don't want to get into fights right away. Stop. As So, as she and Zoe are trying to. So you're still gonna try go for it though, aren't you?
I think it's too late.
All right. Well, before you do though, Angel is going to try and exert her influence over you to get you to try and stop.
Okay.
So,
Um.
do you want to try and resist her influence?
This is her
Uh,
best friend. I think if she like reeled back to punch, but Angel like kind of like put her hand on her arm, like, no, maybe you really shouldn't do that. I think she'd like back down. I think
and
she'd
she's
give in to the influence.
all right. Then you don't have to shift your stats, and she will or mark a condition, and she will just sort of sigh and it's like, you you know what, you can't just start picking fights right away. What'll that look like? That's a good way to end up being a super duper freshman. She's gonna say,
I didn't
she's
pick the fight. She attacked us with her words.
that's
I
she'll
said
just look to
nothing. I was being friendly, as always.
as she's just gonna Chelsea Angel's just gonna look to Chelsea. It's like, just back off, Chelsea. Just it's the first day. And Chelsea's just gonna just sort of laugh. It's like, yep, it's the first day, which means that I've got free reign to do what I want. And she's just gonna say, and I'm pretty sure, and you know, and watching Hornhead there try and punch me would be really hilarious. And she's just gonna say, look up. She's gonna look out the window and as up to the ceiling, which is this is an open air cafeteria, by the way. As Max, as you'll hear a voice coming from below you, it's like, anybody who deals with Chelsea has to deal with me. As Macy um will say, and I don't know if you'll win that fight there, Missy.
I probably would win that fight, but I'm just going to walk away now.
Angel's like, "Ah, thank God, thank God," as she's just going to like bring him over to her table where she's got a sort of a mixed bag of people hanging out with her. Uh, what's Madeline doing?
Like I said, I was gonna find Nell wherever she is. She's just like in the cafeteria too.
Oh no, Nell's in the courtyard.
Okay.
She's already talking. She's talking. She'll be having a heated conversation with Shiva. Um, as you're approaching, she's like, and I'm telling you that you know, um, the first that it's totally wrong that the city council doesn't allow aliens to run for election. Um, you know, if Halcyon City is going to be the city of tomorrow, then they have to start allowing non-humans to run in politics. And Shiva's going to be like, uh, yes, but things have to take time. As much as I agree with you, we can't just try and make trying to as long as we elect city council members who are pro alien rights, then it should be fine. It's like, no, that's not going far enough. And they're having a heated debate as there's other faculty members there, all doing sort of meet and greets for the for the freshmen.
So I'm probably walking up to Nell, and I'll probably like slightly interject in the conversation and go, "That's strange. I didn't think the city council had control of a student body club. Quite a
They
bit of
don't, but
overreach
we're
there,
just
isn't it?"
they
And
we
she's just saying this in a smirking manner. There's obvious political influence, but not real, like, verbally written influence.
yeah, as she's gonna say, just sort of look over to you. She's like, no, but we can still, but I can still debate politics with, with the political science teacher. As she's gonna say, as she's gonna like come over and give you a hug. It's been, um,
Yeah, and this is the
how,
one moment where Madeline goes from, like, stiff and awkward to, like, actual normal human embrace for half a second.
and she's gonna say that it's been, I'm, glad school's finally starting. It'll be, you know, orientation was all well and good and whatnot, but now we'll finally get to see which one of us is truly the superior student. And
I was nearly
I'm going
falling
to tell you,
asleep without some good competition.
she's like, well, I've definitely found there's definitely going to be some more good competition. As I've been sort of scouting ahead, and we've got some good shows to sort of point out some other of the people who would be labeled as overachievers. She's like, well, you already know, yeah, I mean, you're already familiar with that one, and she'll point over to TJ, who is demonstrating some of his new VR tech to some of the other students.
Oh, yes,
Uh,
the show-off.
as he doesn't seem to notice you, and she's like, yes, but I mean, his video game, his last game did become #1 in Halcyon City, and it was trending for a while.
Oh, good. Thousands of hours people have wasted their time on it.
And she's like, well, you've got, well, you obviously got the student council, as you'll see Vigil 2 there with some of the other
Mhm.
student council members. I was like, if anyone's going to beat our competition, it's going to be him. And she's going to say, I mean, not no powers, son of one of the son of an exemplar, student council president. I mean, yikes.
It's true. It's hard to beat pedigree like that, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, although he is pretty hot though.
Madeline will sort of stroke her chin, turn her head a little bit. I'd say 7, 8.
I'd have to see him without his mask on to make an accurate judgment, but uh
Maybe I'll work up a simulation of that.
and she's like,
Could be fun.
My team is full of stalkers.
Every one of us. That's why we get along.
as she's like, and
Oh.
then
I'm sorry. I should probably also say this small one is Aaron.
and she'll sort of look over to you, Aaron, and she's like, Sally, hi, nice to meet you, Aaron. I am Nell Zelfier.
We've met before. We're in the student council together.
No, she's not a student council member.
Oh, this isn't the person in the student council. Damn, sorry, I thought they were.
Nope.
She's an everywhere person, so.
She's in
Ah,
other. She's a member of EGADS. She's also on the honor roll, but she lost her spot in the. She has not run for student council yet. It's on her to do list.
who is this again?
Nell
I'm
Zelfier.
I will pull her up. She is this person.
Oh, ah. Ah, okay. She's just got friends everywhere. Okay.
Yep.
He may be needing homework assistance at some point, but he's not competition.
I would love homework help.
I knew it.
She's like, and there's a couple of transfer students that have come in that I'm keeping my eye on, or there's a transfer student I'm keeping my eye on, who seems to be,
Transfers.
yeah, they come in from the sister school, Claremont Academy on the West Coast.
Let's
One of
see.
them just joined the. These are some of the students that I've just recently introduced, so I don't
Ooh,
have
okay.
files yet.
So I haven't seen
Hey.
him yet. All right.
I wonder what it takes to transfer.
And she's like, the one that I've caught my eye on is who apparently transferred with top grades from Claremont Middle School is this one, Emma, Emma Barnett.
Is she steaming there?
That's her costume.
I'm sure
Apparently
that
she.
won't become terrible in small enclosed classrooms.
Well, as long as I mean, I don't know why she's wearing her hero costume right now, but I guess she's just trying to show it off.
Do we have school uniforms?
There are
As I
school
mentioned,
jumpsuits.
Underneath.
There are
Your
school-
outfit is
there are school-
underneath. It's like invincible.
your school jumpsuit is underneath whatever you regularly wear.
Okay.
If you don't wear regular, I can
Because you
I don't
remember, RK wears a outfit that he's dubbed as the elite school uniform.
so I didn't prepare a picture of the school uniform at the moment. I'll get one.
You can be a trendsetter.
Yep, but I will get it.
Pink
But
and cyan.
Not actually terrible.
It's got lots
alright,
of.
here we go.
Lots of. No, that's Theta.
Yeah, that's RK's elite school uniform.
Yeah, very prep school. Has a
And-
tie even.
His description of evil Superman hair. Superman hair meets greaser hair.
I coif my hair evenly.
So print screen. So that's what the girl in the front is wearing is the school jumpsuit. Girls wear orange, boys wear black. Black with orange.
Okay.
So fine. As here's another good picture of it. There's also school merch for like if you want to wear it rep for the school. So
Because
cool.
if there's one thing that kids love, it's repping their school.
I mean, some do, and she's like, well,
So is
I
this
have-
one is that one that you pointed out genius or money? There's a lot of that going around.
She's I don't know if she's either. I think she's the third option, hard work.
Ooh, that's actually even more dangerous then. That could
Yeah,
be
'cause
fun.
I did research, and apparently she doesn't come from money, and she doesn't come from, and she's not in the science club or any other club at the moment, except for the Bully Busters. Apparently she took Raz's spot.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know Raz
But-
got ejected already.
And she's but she's yeah. So I'll compile a list of potential competition and I will send that via communicator.
Wonderful. Diligent as always.
All right. So Aaron, do you just like hang out with these two people sneaking smart, or do you wander off?
I would probably start wandering off.
All right. So you'll see, some of the, you'll see students sort of wandering around, and then let's see. Let me just pull up appropriate teacher. Oh, I hope me constantly showing new NPCs isn't making your life really difficult, RK.
I mean, I don't know that you've done it until you say you've done it. For some reason,
Alright.
the screen doesn't update unless I tab back over to it. That's
All
why
right,
I'm
well.
only changing them every 3 to 4 NPCs.
All right. Well, I'm sorry if I'm making your life hard. That's fine. But I'm not going to show all of them, and just if I think
It'd be really
But
convenient for me if we only ever talk to one person at a time.
well, that's probably not
Ever.
going to happen. That's probably not going to happen. So,
I'm gonna need all of you to wait in the hall while we talk to this
uh,
one NPC. Then, if you could cycle in, next person send the next one in.
Makes sense
anyways,
to me.
Aaron, as you're sort of wandering off, you're approached by Dr. Sheridan. She's like, oh, Aaron, I was looking for you. Uh,
Oh, I
uh
wasn't looking for you.
like, uh, thanks. I'm glad you're here. There is a few people I wanted you to meet. I'm trying to get, uh, all of you. I'm trying to think of what the appropriate term. I'm not sure what the appropriate term would be here. Newly created, young. No, everyone's young. Experiments.
Exciting. I can't wait to meet them.
And she's just sort of like, right. Yes, there's. Yes. Here we've got. You should already know Honeybee. Uh, she, you know, she wasn't created like you were, but she's coming into her a new personality. As Honeybee will sort of
That's
approach you,
that's a stinger.
as she'll just sort of walk up and say, "Salutations, Mister. I am I am Unit 734, and uh, we talked about this, Nichelle. You are Honeybee." And she's like, "Yes, I am Honeybee. Nice to meet you. Uh, Dr. Sheridan says that we should, try and get along." She speaks in a very sort of monotone voice. Uh, she is this person.
Ah, exciting. I I like meeting new people. Do you like to meet new people?
New people offers more opportunities for study for the swarm myself.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
And she's like, more importantly, there was someone else I wanted you to meet. She's like you. She was just found just before school, and another. We're not sure where she's come from yet, but we figured that maybe since you have also her name is going to be temporary until I find a better one. Um, but since you don't, so she's still sort of learning about humans and human society. We're hoping that you can maybe help her along, since you've still got you've got a good grasp of the language and you've been hanging out with people for a little bit longer. Um,
I would say I am an expert in the humans.
yes, and she'll say yes in that sort of way that a teacher says yes as a reassuring way, but she really doesn't believe that. Uh, she doesn't really believe that for a second. And she's gonna say, come here, Stray," as this small, like, you don't see her first, but then like she's there, like when after you blink, she's there. As
I-
she's gonna like sort of look to you, she's like, "You person?" And she just sort of starts sniffing you. You smell like water and rock. Oh, what was that sound?
Very, very, very accurate. I'm not human. I am water.
Oh, she's like, I'm, uh, I'm not human too. I'm Stray. Stray is Stray. As she's just gonna sort of like, you know, sniff you, and then sort of sniff some of the other. Someone will walk by and she'll like jump, and then like her hair, all of her hair will stand up, and she'll start crackling with electricity. Stray
This is
is was a
exciting.
Stray was an experiment, uh, some sort of mix of you know magic and science. Maybe I'll have to consult with Madeline, but she's still very simple, and so we're hoping that you can get along with her.
This is very exciting. I can't wait to. Can I go introduce Ram to them now?
Um,
Raz.
uh, sure. I think she's in the cafeteria.
Oh, great. Oh, perfect. Don't worry, you two. Stray, Honeybee. Raz knows everything.
Oh God, they're doomed. Um, as
This is
Stray,
wonderful.
as Stray will start following, but uh, eventually she will like take off, and like a bolt of lightning, she will be gone. Honeybee will follow behind you though.
Ah, the trick is to stay about 5 feet behind them.
She's like, oh no, oh no, she's loose. All right, uh, she'll talk to I'll leave this to you, Hannah, and she'll run off after Stray. As we'll go back to the cafeteria for a second, as you're sort of having lunch with Angel and Zoe, and someone's going to poke you on the shoulder, Raz, gently, as to not provoke a violent response.
Yeah, she'll turn to meet whoever's poking.
All right. It will be. Where's this? It'll be. Where is he? Ah, this one. As he's gonna say, uh, are you Raz?
The one and only.
Oh, okay, good. Uh, I was asked to give this to you. Uh, as he's gonna hand you a card. Um, it will have sort of a say um uh menagerie support group, with Doc Bulldog, uh later in this week. Doc Bulldog wants all of the people who were rescued from menagerie to get together and talk. So I'll be, and I was asked by him to give this to you. And there'll be other sort of experiment types there too.
I mean,
Like
I
one
did
of
the rescuing, but okay, sure, I'll go.
Don't ask me. I was just asked to give this to you.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
good job. And she'll like give him a pat on the shoulder.
like I gotta go before the others see me hanging out with a bunch of nerds, and he's gonna start walking away.
I think she's about to like get up and go after him after that, but like Angel probably just like calms her back down, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and
Just like
it's like
it's like we just went over this.
I don't think he meant it in a derogatory term. I mean, he was nice enough to come over and give that to you, so uh, I guess there's that.
I guess so. You don't have to be so rude about that.
I mean, I don't think. I think he was just. I think he's just speaking bluntly.
Well, words hurt.
Be like, I know, and she just sort of like pat you on. She'll just say, it's what it is, I guess.
It
Uh,
is what it is.
all right. I guess the one person I haven't talked about yet is Paladin.
Hello.
I'm sorry about that. Where were you? What were you doing? Like, what would you have done after orientation, or
Oh,
after the morning meeting?
I figured he went to go hang out with Dulcia, as I had said, if
Ah,
you want to do
all
that.
right, all right. Yeah, I remember now. So yeah, you go find as you're going to look for Dulcia, you'll see that she's sort of off in a corner. She's sort of You'll find her near the sort of you know off in a corner, and she looks like she's surrounded. Uh, as you'll sort of walk into the conversation. All I'm asking you for is just a little bit of your shavings, Dulcia. We're club mates. Can't you lend that much? As you know, as you'll see. Well, you won't see them. You'll only see them from behind. But Abigail Williams will be, and some of her coven. Now I'm going to say I have a whole lot of witch pictures for her coven. I decided not to upload all of them because then there'll be like 6 witches in the alt cult magic club. So I just uploaded her right hand. But there's a few of them. Let's put it that way. As 3 or 4 of them are sort of all ganging up on her. And Dulcia's like, no, I don't really know what you want to do with it, Abigail, and I don't care. You're not getting any part of my horn or my hooves or anything like that. So what do you do?
Sorry, I had to clear my throat there. Try to talk and it just didn't want to come out. He'll try to get between Abigail and Dulcia and say, she has to be left alone. I would listen if I were you.
Abigail's just gonna stare at you, and she's like, well. If it isn't the fallen knight, don't you have a building to destroy somewhere? Where do we, you know, they're not asking for much. Like,
But you're asking for too much.
she's gonna glare at you, and she's like, you know, but our but for the spell to work, I need unicorn horn, and where else am I gonna find a unicorn? And there's one
That's your
right
problem.
there behind you. And she's gonna growl. Uh, she's gonna start spitting a curse at you. But it's such a minor curse that you don't have to roll to use your armor. But you feel your armor sort of. You have divine armor, right? That was one of
Yes.
the ones you did pick. Yeah, I was like, I knew you picked that. Pretty sure you picked that one. It'll just sort of, you'll feel your armor reacting to the curse, and when she realizes that the minor curse isn't going to work, she's just going to say, "I'll get my unicorn horn yet," and she'll just sort of, her and the other witches will just sort of all fly away. As Dulcie will just sort of sigh, just like, thank goodness you came when you did. I wasn't sure how long I could keep saying no to them.
It's difficult dealing with people like that who aren't used to being told no, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I've always been told. Um, I mean, I haven't gotten used to being told no since I decided to come to school and becoming human-ish. Normally, I can just do what I want back in England, and I'm not going to do an English accent, but she talks in an English accent.
That's fine. I'm not going to try and do a Germanic accent because he's too
Okay,
far removed from it, and I never spoke German.
fair enough. And she's just going to be like, So, what are you up to?
Not much, just went to see what was going on after the orientation meeting, and I count myself lucky to have been able to find you and help you out of that.
And she's just like, well, I certainly appreciate it. I was just, you know, I, th- I thought that, uh, that Mr. Jackal talked to them about that, but I guess he forgot.
Knowing him, he probably just doesn't care.
Well, that's not. I mean, he's a teacher. Of course he cares. You know that she's an optimist. She always likes to try and see the best in people.
Well, I'm sure he has no good in mind by studying the hero's blade. He probably wants to learn the magic that was used to trap the souls within it.
I mean, you don't know that.
No, but I can guess. Just like I can guess that Abigail was up to no good with her wanting your horn.
Well, she's just like, well, I guess, but I mean, he wouldn't. Vice Principal Cotterill wouldn't let him be a teacher if he was a bad guy, would he? That's whole part of the clean slate program, isn't it?
Well, yes, that is true, but you still have to be cautious with many people. I'm just, it's difficult to know who you can and cannot trust, especially in today's world.
All right. So it seems like we're gonna be wrapping up soon. Theta.
Yep, 2 o'clock.
Yes,
All right.
we got another game about to happen.
All right. Well, we will finish up with the first day and the first test tomorrow. Or next week, I should say. So, so,
Good. Say it,
uh,
Eli. Say it.
Oh, I'm
Yep.
not going to be here next Wednesday.
Come
oh, okay.
on.
Well then,
Always this guy.
we will do. Yeah.
You guys can go on without me, though.
Yep. The one thing that will be done. Normally, it's done at the end of the session, but I'll do it at the start of next session because of the fact that we ran a little late, and apologize for that. Is we
Okay.
will do the academic test time. We'll roll test time at the start of next session instead of at the end. So there will be a test at the start of next session for Freak. So that'll be the first, and then we will move into the first, the first bit of the story.
Hey,
Uh,
pop quiz.
if well, I had fun jamming for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I won't keep you here any longer. I know you guys got
Alright.
other things to do.
Thanks for running, my man.
Yep.
Thank you.
No
Yeah,
problem.
Thanks for running. Thanks for watching.